Today we're starting off on yet another adventure. We're reluctantly pulling ourselves away from the Hotel Balance in Lucerne. It's been a wonderful place to stay. And we're walking over to the train station. It's only 3 blocks away. It's an easy walk over these cobble lanes and up the few steps of the bridge, across to the other side, passing the flower market, as we make our way along the shores of the river into the train station, down the escalators. It's very easy with the Swiss stations. They generally have got a nice escalator for you instead of climbing up stairs. And we easily find our way to the correct train platform and figure out which car we're getting into. We've got reserved seats, and it's going to be another Scenic Swiss rail journey. Today we're traveling to Interlaken, where we'll spend several days enjoying the grand mountains of the Jungfrau, the Schilthorn, the Monk, the Eiger, the Lauterbrunnen Valley, some of the finest scenery in the world. And it's a beautiful train ride to get there. It's so much easier to take the train instead of trying to drive. And especially in Switzerland, the trains are comfortable, they've got big windows, it's all very clean and quiet. And the views are always so pretty. You've got mountains and lakes and rivers and forests and cows, and we'll show you a good sample as we roll along. We're heading into the Brunig Pass. It takes about 2 hours to travel from Lucerne to Interlaken on this very scenic route, and it's so pretty you'll probably wish it took a little bit longer. There'll be lakes and cows and pastures and old wooden barns and Swiss chalets going by. You want to keep your eyes open on this leg of the journey. The rail route passes along the shores of Lake Sarner and Lake Lucerne, two really picture postcard scenic Swiss alpine lakes. They are just so beautiful you want to stop the train and get out, but we're rolling along and we'll find more lakes at our destination in Interlaken. At this point, the train is still climbing higher into the Brunig Pass because the waters from these two lakes drains back down into Lake Lucerne. We'll be soon reaching the watershed height of 3,300 feet in the Brunig Pass, and then we'll be heading back downhill on our way to Interlaken. These are perhaps some of the most contented cows in all the land. A beautiful open-air barn and lush green pastures, and perhaps they're enjoying the view as well. There are several places along this part of the route where the train can stop, drop passengers off, because there's a network of hiking trails, of course, in this area as well. The Brienzer Rothorn is one of the great destinations. The rail route is fairly steep with a general gradient of about 3%, and there is one section that gets very steep at 12% angle, and here it goes on the rack. So there's a rack system that helps pull the train up. Otherwise, it's regular adhesion steel on steel. This is not one of those high-speed European trains clicking along at 186 miles an hour. No, it's quite the opposite, but that's fine. The slower the better, really. It takes almost 2 hours to go the 46 miles. So you can see we're just poking along in some places, and that's ideal for our picture taking and just enjoying the scenery. Passing through the Meringen station, which is a regional hub with 2 major rail lines connecting here. As we come down from the mountain pass, we reach the valley of the Aar River, and the train rolls alongside of the channelized Aar for a little while, and there's some waterfalls out the window and other nice scenery as we soon come to Lake Brienz. We've gone over the Brunig Pass on our way to Interlaken, and now we've arrived at the beautiful shores of Lake Brienz, the Brienner See. Really classic. The word Interlaken means between the lakes. 2 large lakes, Brienz and Thun, each with numerous recreational and sightseeing opportunities, flank the town of Interlaken. Lake Brienz, or as the Swiss call it, the Brienzer See, can be explored with a combination of boats and trains and hiking, depending on how ambitious you feel. It takes 70 minutes to ride the boat from Interlaken to the town of Brienz, noted as a center of wood carving. The train ride from Brienz along the shores of the lake to Interlaken just takes about 30 minutes, and there's more eye-popping scenery, of course. Upon arrival at the Interlaken Ost train station, that's the East Station, we kick into our normal routine of helping each other get the suitcases off the train. Suitcases travel right with you on the trains, of course, and walk through the station, but try not to bump into anybody. And then out on the city street, and watch out for this dog racing along with the skaters. We'll be walking to our hotel. It's just 2 blocks away, so it's very convenient. We're staying at the Hotel Carlton Europe, which I can highly recommend. Very friendly staff and good facilities, clean, great location, just between the East Station and the town of Interlaken. Easy walking distance to everywhere. We have a large series of movies about Interlaken and other parts of Switzerland on our website and our YouTube channel. Have a look.